Welcome to WrestlingFix.com. Tim Ash here with none other than Kane. Kane, how you doing here at Comic-Con?
How are you?
I'm good. Hey, we're here at Comic-Con San Diego. We're covering the Mattel booth, and we've got some new figures that are debuting out for you guys. And I want to find out what your thoughts are on the ringside exclusive Kane with a removable mask.
I was told today by one of the fans at the autograph session that was the best figurine that they've ever seen, which is pretty cool. I guess the mask comes off, towel coat goes on. So yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Now, do you have a wrestling figure collection yourself?
Yeah, I do, but they're all packed away because I've got like so many over the years, of course. And I also, as weird as it sounds, at one point I was sitting downstairs in my rec room with all these wrestling figures and stuff about me, and I was like, it's rather pretentious. So, yeah. So I have a lot of them, but they're not currently displayed.
Now, you are currently without a mask, and that's what we were talking about with this figure. It removes mask. Will we ever see you back in the WWE ring with a mask on, maybe eventually?
I have no idea. I seriously don't.
All right.
You may know better than I do, actually. I don't know.
And then we have another piece that is the new Elite 12. And this comes with a voice box. This is actually in like your debut attire. So tell me what you think about it. It's the first one from Mattel that actually has a voice box in it.
I actually thought the voice box was a beer can. I thought maybe I was drinking beer with Austin or something like that. Now,
kind of looks like it.
Yeah, a little bit. But no, it's cool. It's very accurate, and I just all the action figures, especially from what they came from years ago, from like when I first started to what they are now. They're just so much better, really. So much more realistic, and they're just awesome.
Yeah. Now we're here at Comic-Con with you, and I know you've done a couple of movies, and being here at Comic-Con, what is your favorite thing? I mean, are you a big comic book collector as well, or are you just into old movies, or?
Not so much this year, but this year the neatest thing was in the Mattel booth. They had like a gigantic Voltron figurine. It's like 10 feet tall.
Okay.
And it's sort of neat to see stuff from when I was a kid, pop culture stuff, coming back into vogue again. Even like, my favorite comic book when I was younger, and not that much younger, but like when I was in college was Thor.
Okay.
That was that was my favorite.
And the movie just came out.
Yeah, the movie just came out too. And then what Marvel had done at that time was really neat. They had their Secret Wars miniseries, okay? And they sort of intertwined all their storylines from the different comic books. So you'd start reading one, and then you're like, what are they talking about with this guy? So then next thing you know, you have like 12 comic books. Yeah. Anyway, and so then I got hooked on Captain America too, which of course that movie just came out too.
Right.
So it is sort of neat to see stuff, again from when I was younger, coming back in. And then you have, of course, the Star Wars stuff, which has never lost its popularity.
Yeah, there's tons of Star Wars.
Oh my gosh, yeah. And that's always awesome to see, and especially the, I don't know, anyone that's never been to like something like Comic-Con, it's sort of hard to describe. You look on the floor and you see stormtroopers in authentic attire. Yeah, gear. It's pretty wild.
Well, you see that, but then you get a pop culture mix that comes in with wrestling fans. And, I mean, the WWE fans have turned out in droves. Yesterday, today to see you. I mean, that's pretty amazing.
Yeah, it is. And I understand yesterday was quite the day too, with the press conference and everything. Yeah. So, but they always do, and our fans are, WWE Universe they're the best fans in the world. And
well, that was one of the things that was tweeted about so much last night is Punk invaded the Mattel panel, made an issue out to Ray or anybody else that's a superstar in WWE. Now that you see Punk going the way that he's going, I mean, where do you go from here? I mean, I mean, it's revolutionized what wrestling is now. It's changed it a little bit more. I mean, is it disrespectful of what Punk's doing, or do you think that you guys are going to have the opportunity to go after that title eventually?
I don't know. well, we'll have to see.
Okay.
So I don't know. Maybe Cena should have beat Punk, and none of us would have been talking about this, right?
That's true. That is true. All right. Well, Kane, I know you got a busy schedule. Thank you so much again for being out here, and thanks for coming to Comic-Con.
All right, man. Thanks.